We'll be discussing about training and development in this video. So first we will see what do you mean by training. So training is a systematic process where organization employees gain knowledge and develop skills by various instructions and practical activities which will result in improved corporate performance. According to the definition given by H. John Bernardin, training is an attempt to improve employee performance on currently held job or any related to it. Now we will see the objectives of training. So training is given to the employee so that they can gain knowledge, they can impart skills among the workers systematically so they can learn quickly, and they can get changes in the attitude of workers towards their fellow workers, supervisors and the organization, to improve the productivity of the workers and the organization, and to reduce the number of accidents by giving them safety training, to make the workers handle materials, machines, equipment efficiently, and to also prepare the workers for promotions for higher jobs. Now we will see the difference between training, education and development. So first we will see the definitions or a meaning of training, education and development. Training is a short term, task oriented and targeted on achieving change of attitude, skills and knowledge in a specific area. Education is a lifetime investment, and it is initiated by a person himself in the area of interest. Development is nothing but a long term investment by human resources. So we'll see one by one. What do you mean by training? So training is nothing but learning by doing. It will improve the performance, productivity and competency of the existing and potential employees through learning. The program is specially designed by the organization to achieve definite goals. Training helps imparting job related skills in the employees and make them work efficiently and effectively. Training can be on the job or off the job, paid or unpaid, part time or full time, depending on the contract with the employer. At the end of the program, the employees will be tested by observing what they have learned during the training. What is education? So by the term education, we mean learning in the classroom to acquire the certain knowledge. Education does not equal to schooling, but it refers to what person gain when he is in school or college. It is aimed to deliver knowledge about facts, events, values, general concepts, principles, etc. to the students. So the lessons learned during the process of education will help the person in the to face the future challenges, and education will prepare the person for future jobs. Nowadays, education is not confined to the classroom learning. We have different medias through which learning is happening. So now we will see the differences between training and education. So training, as I told you, it refers to an act of inculcating specific skills in a person. So education is nothing is all about gaining theoretical knowledge in the classroom. So here training gives the or training is an attempt to go for giving specific skills in a person, whereas education is nothing but giving a theoretical knowledge to a person. Training is a way to develop specific skills, whereas education is a typical system of learning. Training is completely a practical application. Education involves theoretical orientation. Training is narrow and education is comparatively wider, because there is nothing like a stop to the education. It is a lifelong learning. Training involves hands-on experience. Education involves learning in classroom. The duration of training is very shorter and the term of education is longer. The trainer prepares a person to present job. Education prepares a person for future challenges and jobs. The purpose of training is to improve the performance and productivity of the employees, whereas education, which teaches about the person, the skills, the knowledge, the ability, the attitude, how he has to face the job. What is development? The training of for the top level employees. So the development is given, the training for the top level employees who requires development, also known as management or executive development. It is an ongoing system procedure in which managerial staff learns to enhance their conceptual theoretical knowledge. So this development is for top level employees. It is also called as executive development. It is an ongoing systematic procedure in which managerial staff learns to enhance their conceptual theoretical knowledge, and it will help in the employees to bring efficiency and effectiveness in their work performance. Development is not only limited to the particular task, it can improve their personality and attitude, and it makes them all round growth, which will help them to face the future challenges. As the technologies are updating in the environment, the manpower of the organization also needs to get updated. So, development is the must for the organization so that they can help the employees to develop themselves, which in short will go for attaining the goals of the organization. It involves training a person for higher assignments, and it digs out the talents in managerial staff and make them apply new knowledge in the organization. Coaching, mentoring, counseling, job rotations, all these are the some of the examples for development. Now we will see the difference between training and development. Training is a learning process for a new employees, whereas development is a training program for the existing employees. So training is a training given to the employees who are new to the organization, or they are trying to give new skills to the new employees, whereas development is a training process for the existing employees. Training is a short term process, it might be for 6 months. Development is a long term. Training focuses on developing skills and knowledge for a current job, and development which focus on building knowledge and understanding competence, building competence in facing the future challenges. Training has limited scope, development has career oriented, and its scope is comparatively wider than the training. The trainees get trainer who instructs them to time of training. So here the trainer in during the training, there will be a trainer who will instruct the trainees to come for the training. But in development it is a self direct, where if he wants something challenging jobs, or whether if he wants to develop himself, he has to go for self direct himself. Many individuals collectively attend the training program. Development is a self assessment procedure where one person himself is responsible for the one's development. Here we will see the advantages of training. It will lead to improved profitability for both employees as well as organization. It builds positive attitudes, improves job knowledge and skills at the levels of organization, and it will also helps the employees to match up with the challenges and present technologies, improves the morale of the workforce, helps people identify the organization goals with their goals, helps to create better corporate image, and it will the training is openness and trust, and it is authenticated, improves the relationship between the boss and subordinates, it helps in organization development, helps prepare guidelines for work. What are the disadvantages? So it is a financial drain, because employees when the new employees come, the person has to be trained for at least 6 months. The process will be like giving training, then testing whether the person has learned through training, and all these are expensive for the organization. Often people take their jobs for a very period. Often people take people away from their job for varying periods of time. So people are kept away from their jobs for a quite period of time, equips staff to leave for a better job. So once they get a training, as they are equipped, what they do is they leave the present job and go to the new job. Bad habits of the trainer will be passed on, and there will be a narrow experience. Now we will see the training process. So there are 5 steps: needs assessment, setting objective, designing, implementation, and evaluation. We'll see one by one. So first one is identifying training needs. So first we have to identify whether there is a training required in the organization or not. So how we are going to find it? So if there is a difference between the standard performance and actual performance, then the training is required to bridge a gap between the standard performance and actual performance. So if the gap underlies the need of training, then the training is given to the employees. Second one is, once the training is once we come to know that training is required for the employees, we have to decide the objectives. After identification of the training needs, the main thing is to determine the objectives of training. So what is the primary purpose of the training? And they have to focus on bridging the gap between the standard and actual performance. So this can be done by setting the specific objectives. So objectives have to bring proper match between the man and the job. Third one is selecting appropriate methods. So here we have to go for selecting appropriate training methods to the employees, so that they can go for getting trained effectively, and they can go for using their training skills and knowledge into their jobs. Once they go for deciding the type of training methods, they are going to implement the program. So after selection of appropriate method, the actual functioning takes place. So under these steps, the plans are being prepared, programs are implemented, and desired outputs are being got. So here the employees are trained to develop better performance of organizational activities. Then they have to evaluate the program. So evaluating is, the organization expects something from the trainees, so whether that has been reached or not. Effect of training on employees performance. So here the organization has to evaluate, after giving the training, whether employees have increased their performance or not. And then feedback. Finally, feedback mechanism is created in order to identify the weak areas of training program. It might be on the basis of information relating to the classroom, food, lodging, or the information or the trainer, or any other weakness of the program will be taken, so that they can go for implementing the training programs for the future improvement.